First, I want this house cleaned, including laundry and a fully stocked fridge.
Perfect.
Second, pay all those bills I saw in the kitchen.
Yes.
And third, file for health insurance for you and Lilo.
Got it.
Do you recognize that clip there? Well, you know, cartoon classics turned live action is where it's at. Now, of course, recently highlighted by Disney's Lilo and Stitch. If you missed it in theaters, you are in luck because it is now streaming for everyone to enjoy at home. To get us ready, talk a little more Lilo and Stitch, maybe some past characters we love. I'm happy to welcome in Tia Carrere. Tia, welcome to the show. How you doing this morning?
Aloha.
Aloha.
From New York City.
hey, it works. Anytime you say aloha, it just kind of brings you into the spirit. Okay, Tia, I got to say, we were talking before we started even talking with my crew. So many people know you from a little movie, you know, maybe called Wayne's World. Are they surprised when they know that you were involved in the first Lilo and Stitch and now we get to actually see you in the live action one?
Well, you know, when you've been in the business as long as I have, and I've been told, just don't out yourself this way, but I've been in this business for 41 years and I celebrate it because it's been such a gift. I did movies like Wayne's World and True Lies. And so the parents of the kids or the grandkids that are coming to see Lilo and Stitch, there's a little Easter egg in there for them too. You know, I was happy to be able to contribute to the part of Nani, the older sister in the original cartoon version 23 years ago. And now to see that they've kept some aspect of her character the same, which is like singing the Aloha Oi to say goodbye to her her sister, you know, in that hammock scene. That was my idea in the first animated feature. And, you know, speaking with this kind of pidgin kind of Hawaiian accent that I have is a very, you know, local thing. I was born and raised in Hawaii. So it was great getting to put the fingerprints on the character and to see that it's still today in the live action.
Oh, you know, Tia, there's two things I want to talk with you about, both about how special it is. First, let's start with the fact that you are Hawaiian. Lilo and Stitch really did kind of show maybe even some of the tourist side of things, some of the beauty, the importance of family in the first one. I know we have that theme, of course, in the second one. How much does this and these themes mean to you?
For me, coming from the island, being born and raised there, and just to share that feeling, that aloha spirit, it's a real thing. It's not just a catchphrase. It's the feeling of welcome and family and community, and that, you know, come into my house, let me, you know, feed you, you know, my food, give you tea, Capri Sun, but you know, whatever I have is yours. I think that's a beautiful thing. And growing up in the islands, getting to share that with the world that maybe isn't so, welcoming or whatever. It's a great thing to share with the world. That's what I feel.
And then, you know, let's also talk about these cartoons, these films that we, you know, maybe grew up with or get to re-enjoy when sharing with our kids. Now we're making live action. Why do you think these are so popular? Why was it something that you wanted to say yes to? Because we're seeing this a lot. And by the way, in the box office, we're seeing how successful they are too.
Well, as of, I guess, last weekend, Stitch became a billionaire.
Yeah.
So it was a real gratifying moment to know that people were ready for this, because there was, you know, trepidation. It's such a beloved property, and people remember it for the watercolor and, you know, that time that they saw it when, you know, 20 years ago. So I think the fact that the technology has gotten so much better, that the kids 110% believe that Stitch is a real being that walks among us, because it's so integrated into the action world, into the, you know, the humans and the, you know, CGI characters blend so beautifully in this one, that I think it touches the heart in a different way.
Well, and T, I know you're getting ready to attend the San Diego Comic-Con is on your agenda. Before we wrap up, what else is on the plan? I mean, we're seeing lots of remakes happening. I think you could totally reprise the role and see another Wayne's World. I'm just going to go out there and say it, Tia.
I'm waiting to see a showdown between Wayne and Garth and Bill and Ted. Putting it out there, you know, manifested in the universe or whatever.
I love it.
I would love it. I'm going to come out with my moo and, you know, and they're gonna pull me out of that tiki bar and they're gonna say, "Come on, Cassandra, let's rock."
And you would still rock. I know it.
Totally
You
rock.
still rock. I am so glad I got to talk with you today. And I'm so glad Lilo and Stitch can now be streamed at home. We're seeing all of the ways that you can enjoy it on the bottom of the screen there.
Yeah, you can buy it and you can watch it over and over and over again.
Oh, good stuff. Thank you again for your time. Take care and stay well.
Aloha
Aloha.
and party on.
Yes.